Clothes. It is our basic needs. But how many of us would really appreciate of its existence? It is surely believed that everyone do have clothes that they don't wear anymore. Some of it got small or old or out of fashion already. And at the end of the day, they would dispose it away just to create more spaces in their closet for new clothes to be put in. However, little do some people know, throwing away the clothes you don't want can be a real shame. It would be a benefit if it is to be donated to the people who need it more despite it has been used. How many of us had bet their eyes on the negative impacts that these general human needs could do to the environment?
The problem of disposing clothes, which happen in Serdang for instance, these are mainly due to the irresponsible act from individuals such as students. Students, when they decided to live in UPM's campus, they are more likely to bring more clothes along with them. Then over the years, when they decided to get out of the campus, they will leave some unwanted clothes behind, which eventually those unwanted clothes will be thrown away into the garbage. We have the brains to think. We know how to differentiate what is good and what is bad for them. Taking example, adults. Students like us. We understood the concept of recycling, just that most of us are really lazy to do so. In the end, the clothes that we don't want, we will eventually throw it away instead of recycling it. So it is really a waste. It's really a waste.
Akbar, our group facilitator, saw these problems and suggested that we should initiate a cloth donation drive for the homeless. We announced our project to the whole of Universiti Putra Malaysia campus through adverts which one of the team members had designed. Students who are willingly to donate their used clothes were expected to make their contributions at either three places, Serumpun, College Perempuan Sabah, and Fakulti Pengajian Alam Sekitar, and this procedure goes on for 1 week. We have received a lot of donated attires thanks to everyone who kind-heartedly contributed theirs for the sake of the poor. Our group believed that this amount should be enough and was set to be given to the people who needs it the most. And the group facilitator suggested that we should carry our project at Chowkit area. We were making our way to the targeted site. We were hoping that this project will finish by tonight. All of the group members were here to give their full contribution to the project. After reaching the area, we tried to look out for the poor. It was difficult at first as there were no signs of them living in the region. We stumbled upon a resident along our way and asked her. According to our secretary, Hafiza, the woman explained that the poor only comes out during midnight to look out for something, especially foods and used clothes that people disposed at the garbage area. We could not possibly just stay in the area until midnight, as each of the members has their own curfew. We discussed about it and decided to continue the project to another night. Fortunate for us, we found an old man sitting at a bench while we were on our way returning to our car. We tried our luck and asked him about the location of the poor. He told us where to find them and made our move to the mentioned site. At last, we found the area. Coincidentally, there was an NGO activity carried out at the same place also. We asked the supervisor of the organization for permission to carry out our donating project around that area. He agreed and let us. However, something hinders our project during that time. There was a roadblock and the road was really jammed in conjunction of the President Barack Obama's arrival to Malaysia. The streets were cleared out for a moment to let the President pass by the area. This was to ensure the smooth journey of the President in reaching to his destination with no transport blocking his way. Because of this, our donating project had to postpone for a while until the roads are back to normal.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Sekarang kita dekat Jalan Tar berhadapan dengan Sony. Di sini kita tengok ada volunteer daripada Universiti UM dan ada beberapa lagi pelandangan, dan yang tepi-tepi ni yang trafik ni, polis trafik ni sebab ada difahamkan oleh pihak polis, diorang nak clear jalan untuk bagi Obama lalu. Dan sekarang kita orang tengah menunggu trafik ni lah. Lepas tu kita orang akan agihkan baju-baju ni. Okey. Terima kasih.
After the road was back to normal, it was time for us to get the donated clothes out of the car's trunk. We organized them first by separating the men's and women's clothes. After that, we carry it back to the place where we want to give these donations to the needy. We set up a donation post and asked the poor to line up. This is to avoid them from creating chaos when the post is finally open for them to choose the clothes that they want. After finished organizing everything, the booth was finally opened. There were a lot of clothes that students back at campus have given. The poor had no problem in choosing which clothes do they like, as all of it were in good conditions and still wearable. Even children have the privilege to pick the clothes that they wanted. We have received a very pleasing number of cloth takers during this night and successfully donated everything. After we observed our project, the difficulties that we faced was trying to locate the place of the poor and discussed which place that is suitable for us to set up our donation booth. Communicating with the resident was also a challenge as not many of them know exactly where the poor were. The roadblocks also caused problems to our donation procedures. We had to wait a little longer until things got back to normal for us to start to give the clothes to the needy. We know that nature plays an important part for human lives, which is why we need to preserve it. Every small step in preserving the environment can make a change. Here, the old clothes we don't often wear can be used to help other people. In a way, recycling it instead of disposing it and pollutes the environment. Not only for the environment, but also for the needy people to enjoy a happy life.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, nampaknya projek malam ni sukses lah.
Alhamdulillah. Tak sangka lah sambutan macam ni kan. Lagipun dalam kita mengejar arus pemodenan ni, masih ramai lagi lah yang tiada rumah kan, tiada tempat tinggal, pakaian. So ini merupakan keperluan asas. So sebab kita yang sedia ada ni yang okey lah kan, patutnya tolong dorang lah. Kita tolong dorang, kita contribute something pada dorang. Okay.
Alhamdulillah, malam ni berjalan lancar. For my first experience, it's very good for me. Thanks for team members. Thank you.
This is my first time to do these things. Our donation is successful, and I hope everyone can donate your love, help the homeless and poor people. Then the world will become better and better.
C'était